times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Twisting away. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
The hold. They're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun. Golden. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Golden. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Golden. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Golden. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. but you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to wind up. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, Erickson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Erickson, he's going to air one out. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Erickson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Erickson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about team script.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go with Cunningham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
right back to him on first down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Golden. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Now they'll run it on the toss. $17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Grand 38. Grand 38.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Off play action. Golden. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
On 3rd down, Golden. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down. It's Cunningham, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Flex round. Flex round. 36.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And oh, it's It's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And fights through one there. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 30.
On 1st and 10, Erickson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off the play fake, Erickson. And this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Bears on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Erickson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, Detroit, it didn't happen.
Detroit! 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Throwing on 1st down. Golden. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play. And they're going to speed things up here.
Ohio! Ohio!
To throw on 2nd down. Golden. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Potter. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Ohio! Ohio! Bang, 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 bang.
From the gun, Golden. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Erickson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Erickson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Bears on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Erickson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle. That's caught by Miller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun, Erickson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Gun. Watch him now, Barney.
To throw on second down, Erickson. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the hole.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to go down again. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Let's go.
They run with Cunningham. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Flex round. Flex round.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Golden. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
Back to throw. Golden. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have it. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Hut. Hut.
That one looks like he'll throw here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, Erickson. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing on 1st down. Erickson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They come out here in the eye. Trying to push it in with Howard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Erickson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Point after here coming up. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Kill.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
And they will head home next